Arjuna was still on that chariot. Krishna has told him to arise, and instead of rising, Arjuna builds a better argument. He looks at the men on the other side of the battlefield, his elders and teachers, the one who put the bow in his hands in the first place. And he says, "How can I shoot arrows at men who deserve my worship?" Then he goes further. "It would be better to live in this world by begging than to enjoy life by killing these noble elders. If we kill them, the pleasures we gain will be tainted with blood." He puts forward a solid argument. Arjuna is not saying he cannot win. He is saying he would rather beg in the streets than fight, the greatest warrior in the world, choosing a begging bowl over a battlefield and framing it as the moral choice. Now here is what makes this so dangerous. He is not entirely wrong. The guilt he describes is real. The love he feels for elders is real. The weight of what this battle will cost is real. But Arjuna is doing something the mind does at its most sophisticated. He is using a real emotion to justify a false conclusion. The love is real. The grief is real. The begging is a performance. Because Arjuna was not born to beg. He was born to fight for what is right. And somewhere between the grief and the argument, he has confused the two. This is the moment where real conscience and dressed-up cowardice look identical from the outside. And only one person on that battlefield could see the difference. That's Krishna. Modern psychology calls this emotional reasoning. The mind takes a feeling and treats it as evidence of a fact. Because I feel that this is wrong, it must be wrong. Because I feel that walking away is right, it must be right. The Isha Upanishad teaches something that cuts straight through this. It says, find your enjoyment through renunciation, not through grasping, not through avoidance, and not through begging. True detachment is not about stepping back from your duty. It is about doing your duty without being consumed by the fruit of it. Arjuna has mistaken emotional pain for spiritual wisdom. He has confused attachment. His attachment to these men, to his own image, to the idea of a bloodless outcome, with actual renunciation. Real renunciation is not walking away from the battlefield. It is standing on the battlefield without needing the outcome to go a certain way. That is the difference. And Arjuna cannot see it from where he is standing. This is where cognitive restructuring becomes the most necessary and the most brutal tool available. Because the thought that feels most like conscience is sometimes the one that most needs to be questioned. Not every feeling of wrongness is a moral signal. Sometimes it is just fear with very good posture. The Gita does not tell you to stop feeling. It tells you to stop letting your feelings make decisions that your clarity should be making.